Right, today unfortunately no sailing conditions. Could you tell us something about it?
Yeah, we were hoping to see some really light bottom end conditions, and our forecast had enough wind for us to go sailing, so we went out there and gave it a go. Had our sails up, but the most breeze we saw all day was 4.7 knots. So not enough for us today, unfortunately. So that was a shame. That's the first day we've lost so far. So we've had a good run up till now, and yeah, it's really interesting to learn on days like today, even when our forecasts say one thing and reality is not quite the same. That's learning for us.
Whenever we get these lost days in which no one can train and no one can test things, do you think it plays in favor of Team New Zealand?
I don't think there's much in it really. It plays in favour of the teams that stay ashore on those days and don't take all their people out. So whoever makes the right weather call in the morning makes the most out of the day.
Then going into meteorology and weather forecasting, could you describe a little bit how the team is organized in that area and how you work?
Yeah, we use some of the local forecasts up here. We have observations along the coast. The America's Cup teams have all joined into a joint weather program. Between us all, we have set up 6 weather stations along the coast, and we can all access that data via Predict Wind. And so that's very useful to see how the wind is developing in real time. And then obviously we use various models to predict what's going to happen in the future. And it's a very dynamic region along the coast here, and whether the thermal winds happen or the Levante breeze blows. So we're learning a lot about the variance between when is a sea breeze going to develop. Like yesterday was a beautiful breeze, but the forecast was similar where there wasn't much breeze forecast. So we need to try and understand when is it going to be good, when is it not going to happen.
And whenever these things happen, how do you adapt your training schedule and your plans looking forward? Looking backwards, we just had 2 lost days. The other day in which we had a very big swell, today no breeze.
Yeah.
The forecast is looking very tricky for the following days, and the event in Villanova is getting closer. So how do you adapt your
Well, you have to decide what your priorities are, what you're trying to test, and we really want to try and get some light air sailing in. So we're pushing hard to sail in the light winds at the moment. So then you have to accept some days it's not going to work out. If we only wanted to sail in 10 knots of wind, for sure we wouldn't have gone sailing today. So that's the risk you have to take and the investment you have to take. Sometimes you don't quite get enough breeze. So the best thing is to be flexible and get the latest forecast and then decide if you leave the dock or not.
Which is the main reason why the focus is on training in very light breeze?
Well, we're obviously going to see light winds in Barcelona, so we have to get used to sailing at the bottom end conditions because we're expecting to have a number of days when it is around 6.5, 7 knots of wind.
Hi Riley. Today's forecast was showing a very light breeze even though the team decided to go to the water. Yep. Don't you feel that these days are risky because you can lose a sailing day in the water and also a working day in the base to improve the boat?
Yeah, you know, it was quite light out there and we chose to go out and try and see if there's any breeze. Unfortunately that never really came, the southerly never really came in, but no, last week we had 2 maintenance days back to back, so you know, gave us plenty of time to get ready for a good week this week.
We checked the forecast and it seems that it's going to be light breeze again. What do you expect for the week?
Yeah, I think we'll just take each day as it comes, as the forecasts update pretty often, so you know, make a decision on the day, but yeah, most likely get some nice sailing in the rest of the week, hopefully.
We're here with Keko Bruni, helmsman on board Rossa. Keko, looked like a long productive day. Can you break it down for us?
Yeah, it was a very good day. We were trying to find all sort of wind ranges, so we went well offshore to have some light wind. The sea breeze was pretty strong along the shore, definitely lighter offshore, so it was good to get the full range of true wind speed today, from the very light to a solid 17 knots breeze. So we are very happy with the day, testing a few things and having good results. Yeah.
It looked like at first you hoisted a J1.5 and medium range breeze, yes. And then after you hoisted a J4 and also J2 breeze, I would say.
Yeah.
Is that something in particular which you were trying to?
No, we were trying to inspect the full range of true wind speed, so we were trying to find some stronger breeze for the end of the day, so basically we sail offshore with the 1.5 and then it was finally in range for a good chunk of the session, and then we went straight into the J4. We are happy with the J4 in medium strong breeze. And then the breeze was dying again in the end, and we went to the J2, so we're pretty happy with the day.
And the cyclers on board, you have them as a guest already? And
yeah, there was a guest today that is going to do a good show tomorrow, and is a sponsor thing, so we'll have to wait for tomorrow to give you some insight.
A lot of the cyclers which you host on board sometimes already handling something?
No, well, no. At the moment they're just taking part of the sailing, but
the feeling, perhaps.
Yeah, no. We are still. The boat can be sailed in 4 and 6 the same way.
Cheers. Keko, un commento per i tifosi di Rossa per concludere.
Beh, il commento per i tifosi è che anche oggi è stata una bellissima giornata a Cagliari, anche se mare è abbastanza piatto, una bella brezza che andava dai 8 nodi fino ai 16-17, una giornata lunga a mare, per cui produttiva, e siamo molto contenti.